Hello students, welcome to DAV online classes. Today we are going to discuss about plant nutrition. Everybody know that nutrition is a substance which has give us energy. So right now our topic is plant nutrition. Plant cannot move one place to another place. Roots helpful to plants to fix firmly in the soil, and they will absorb soil solution. They will give water supplement towards the plant, and xylem cells are responsible for transport water molecules from the roots to leaves. So everybody knows that various parts are there in plants. Different kinds of parts are participating in different kinds of functions. Leaves capture sunlight to make food for the plant. This process is called photosynthesis. And at leaves we have stomata cells. Through stomata cells, gases exchange occurs. Here, environmental CO2 is uptaken by the plant, and as end product from photosynthesis process, liberated oxygen is sent outside. So, the both gases will exchange through stomata. These are the small openings in leaves. It will allow the gases exchange, and they will also transport water also, and this process is known as transpiration. Let us see, the leaf is green in color. So the green color is due to green color pigment. It is called as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll captures sunlight. That sunlight will be further useful to prepare food material. That's what sunlight is useful here. Sunlight is participating in food preparation process. That's what it is known as photosynthesis. Photo means sunlight. Synthesis means preparation. Without photosynthesis, plant cannot prepare its food. So without sunlight, no photosynthesis process will occur. Photosynthesis is a process in which plants prepare their own food, and they will just use the sunlight, water, carbon dioxide and chlorophyll. All these are simple components. Plants are preparing its own food. That's what they are called as autotrophs. They will provide food for so many organisms. Here you can see small pores. These are stomata cells. From these cells, CO2 will occur, and this is what we are taking here. It is a Kelvin cycle. It is dark reaction and light reaction phases of photosynthesis process. In one phase, sunlight is captured in chlorophyll cells. After that, water molecule is split into hydrogen molecule and hydroxyl molecules. The mixing together of hydrogen and carbon dioxide together, it will go through so many chemical reactions, and here photosynthesis process done. Starch is prepared. The starch will stored in various parts of our plant. Some plants will store at leaves, stem, fruits, veggies and roots also. So according to the habitats, plants having their own adaptations to storage of food. This is what we can see here, the simple process of photosynthesis process. Simply carbon dioxide from outside of environment coming into the leaves, and oxygen from the plant, it is getting out of the plant, and chlorophyll is capturing sunlight. So with the help of these simple molecules, the food materials are prepared. But even though all these are very simple components, the food prepared by plants, that what we are calling starch, is very complex structure. And here we can see the water transportation system. By using xylem cells, root pressure will act on the plant. It will suck the plant and suck the water and sent into the top of the plant. Each and every plant part will get the water molecules. Carbon dioxide plus water molecule, it will gives rise carbohydrates. Light energy means sunlight and chlorophyll will act on. So 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O gives rise C6H12O6 plus water molecule and oxygen molecules are the waste products which can sent out from the plant. This is about photosynthesis process. And let us see some other parasitic plants also depends on these plants. Those are preparing food materials, autotroph plants. Some plants are there, they are very weak and they are primitive plants. They can't prepare their own food. So they will depend on other plants. Fungus, algae, all these also parasitic plants. Algae, it is green in color. It will have both plant and animal characters in that. So it is also a parasitic plant. It will also depends on some plants, those are preparing food materials. And here we can see Rhizobium bacteria in root nodules. It is a symbiotic process. It is one kind of nutrition, symbiotic nutrition, and in this nutrition, plant will depends on microorganisms for need of nitrogen fixation, and microorganism will depends on plant for nutrition. Both will get advantage, no harm to host and guest, and this is known as symbiotic process. And now we are seeing Nepenthes plant. It is a animal eater plant. It will eat small ants and insects. This kind of plants will secrete some nectar juices to attract small insects, and in these sac-like structures they have some destructive enzymes. Due to that, they will digest the insects and they will grab nutrition from these insects. So it is a parasitic nutrition mode. And another type of nutrition is there, that is saprophytic nutrition. Here you can see it is a bread, and the grey color patches on bread is bread moths, and they are some fungi grows on the dead particles. All saprophytic animals depends on dead particles, and they will decompose the matter and they mineralize into soil. That's all for today, children. I hope you understand. Again, in next part we will meet with some more interesting topics. Until then, keep learning, keep getting knowledge. Thank you, children.